Welcome to Dark Love Psychology. Here, we journey beyond the surface into the deeper, often hidden currents that govern our connections with one another. We explore the psychology that operates in the dark, the vast, powerful realm of the subconscious mind where true attraction is born. Have you ever wondered what truly sparks attraction between a man and a woman? You see someone across a crowded room or meet them through a friend, and something just clicks. Or, more often, it doesn't. It can feel like a game of chance, a mysterious and unpredictable force that you have no control over. You might find yourself asking, what does she see in him? Or, why am I not feeling a connection? This feeling of randomness can be disempowering, leaving you to believe that finding a meaningful connection is simply a matter of luck. It often feels like a mysterious, unpredictable force, something that either happens or doesn't. But what if I told you that attraction isn't entirely random? What if the lightning strike of connection could be understood, not as magic, but as a science? There's actually a clear psychological mechanism behind how and why women get drawn to certain men. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about understanding the fundamental principles of human connection that have been operating within us for thousands of years. It's a complex dance of signals, emotions, and energy that operates far beneath the surface of conscious thought. Think of it this way. The words we say are just the lyrics to the song of attraction, but the real power lies in the music, the melody, the rhythm, the harmony. This music is composed of non-verbal cues, the emotional states we transmit, and the very presence we bring into a space. It's a language spoken without words, and it's what a woman's intuition is truly listening to. It's not just about having the right looks or saying the perfect words. Society often sells us a superficial checklist for attraction, a chiseled jawline, a high-paying job, a witty sense of humor. And while these things can certainly get you noticed, they are not the foundation of deep, lasting attraction. A man can be conventionally handsome but project an energy of neediness that is instantly repellent. Another can memorize flawless lines but come across as inauthentic and disconnected. It's about the emotional chemistry, the unspoken confidence, and the unique way a man makes a woman feel in his presence. Emotional chemistry is that feeling of being on the same wavelength, where conversation flows and you feel genuinely understood. Unspoken confidence isn't arrogance or bravado. It's a quiet self-assurance that radiates from a man who is comfortable in his own skin. He doesn't need to prove himself. And most importantly, it's about the emotional experience he creates. Does he make her feel safe, seen, intellectually stimulated, amused? Does his presence calm her nervous system or put it on edge? This is the core of attraction. A woman might not be able to articulate why she feels a pull towards one man over another. She might say, he just has a great vibe, or there's just something about him. But her feelings are a direct response to powerful, often subconscious cues. Her limbic brain, the emotional, instinctual part of her mind, is rapidly processing thousands of data points. His posture, the cadence of his voice, the way he holds eye contact, his scent, his reaction to stress. This is happening automatically, far faster than her conscious, logical mind can keep up. These triggers are deeply rooted in our evolutionary and social programming. For millennia, a woman's survival and the survival of her offspring depended on her ability to choose a high-quality mate. She had to subconsciously assess a man's strength, his resourcefulness, his status within the tribe, and his ability to protect. Today, those same circuits are firing. A man's calm, grounded presence might signal an ability to handle modern-day stresses. His passion for his work might signal resourcefulness. His ability to lead a conversation might signal social status. These ancient instincts are what influence who we find compelling, intriguing, and ultimately desirable. Understanding these triggers is like learning the language of the heart. It's not about memorizing lines. It's about becoming fluent in the nonverbal communication of confidence, empathy, and presence. It's about understanding the grammar of emotional connection. First impressions undeniably matter, creating that initial spark that can ignite a connection within seconds. This is the gateway. It's the moment her subconscious mind makes a snap judgment based on the energy you project. A confident posture, a warm glance, a relaxed demeanor can capture attention before a single word is exchanged. This initial assessment determines whether she feels safe and curious enough to open the door to a conversation. But for that initial spark to grow into a lasting flame, the connection must go deeper. The spark is exciting, driven by novelty and dopamine. It's the thrill of the unknown. But a flame is about warmth, consistency, and safety. It's built on trust and emotional intimacy, fueled by hormones like oxytocin, the bonding chemical. Lasting attraction is nurtured by how you make her feel, the confidence you project, the intrigue you create, and the energetic compatibility you share. It's about moving beyond the first impression and building a genuine rapport where both people feel valued and understood. To make this journey as clear and insightful as possible, we have structured this video into 6 distinct chapters. Think of these as 6 keys that unlock a deeper understanding of attraction. As we move through the video, I will introduce each chapter by number and title, which will also appear clearly on your screen, guiding you step by step. Our journey will cover the power of first impressions, where we'll explore how to project attractive energy from the very first moment. Then we'll dive into the importance of emotional resonance, learning how to create a feeling of deep connection. After that, we'll uncover the subtle signals of confidence, distinguishing true self-assurance from arrogance. We will then explore the allure of mystery and how to create intrigue that pulls her in. Next, we'll discuss shared vibes, the magic of energetic compatibility. And finally, we'll examine the magnetic pull of sexual polarity, the powerful dynamic between masculine and feminine energies. Each topic builds on the last to give a holistic view of attraction, moving from the initial spark to the deep, enduring flame. By the end, you won't have a list of rules, but a new lens through which to see your interactions. So, let's begin our exploration into the captivating world of attraction. Chapter 1. The initial spark, first impressions matter. Attraction often begins within seconds. Body language, posture, eye contact, and grooming send strong subconscious signals. Women are very good at picking up micro-behaviors. Confident energy is greater than words. Example: a man who walks into a cafe with relaxed shoulders, steady eye contact, and a subtle smile often catches attention before he even speaks. Chapter 2. Emotional resonance, how you make her feel. Attraction grows not through facts, but through emotions. Humor, warmth, and charisma create connection. Women remember how they felt with you more than what you said. Psychology tip: emotional experiences activate memory more deeply than logic. Example: a guy who teases playfully, makes her laugh, and listens with genuine curiosity becomes memorable, even if he's not conventionally handsome. Chapter 3. Status and confidence, subtle power triggers. Women are instinctively drawn to men who project stability, competence, and quiet power. This doesn't mean arrogance, it's about self-assured presence. High-status signals can be behavioral, not just material. Calm under pressure, clear speech, non-needy energy. Example: 2 men are talking to a woman. One constantly seeks her approval, the other speaks slowly with calm certainty. She's naturally more drawn to the latter. Chapter 4. Mystery and scarcity, the power of not being too available. Over-availability often kills attraction. Mystery stimulates curiosity. Curiosity fuels desire. A man who has a life, purpose, and self-respect naturally creates intrigue. Psychology tip: humans desire what seems valuable and scarce. Example: a man who isn't always texting or chasing but responds with warmth and confidence makes her wonder, what makes him so focused and interesting? Chapter 5. Shared vibes and emotional compatibility. Beyond the initial spark, what truly deepens attraction is emotional and lifestyle alignment. It's the feeling that your worlds can comfortably merge, not just because you share hobbies, but because you share a similar outlook on life. This is the foundation that makes her feel secure and seen, creating a space for a real connection to grow. It's built on common values, a shared sense of humor, and that effortless rhythm of conversation where you just click. This shared energy, this vibe, is an unspoken signal that you operate on the same frequency, creating a powerful, non-verbal bond. This is why women are so drawn to men who get them without forcing it. It's not about being interrogated, but about being understood intuitively. When a man pays attention and naturally grasps her perspective, it creates a profound sense of relief. She doesn't have to explain herself. She can just be. Imagine she's at a party. One man dominates the conversation, his energy frantic, trying to impress. It feels like a performance. Then, another man approaches. He makes warm eye contact, asks a thoughtful question, and truly listens, matching her calmer energy. With him, the conversation flows. That's the click. It's the feeling of being met, not managed. Chapter 6. Sexual polarity, masculine energy meets feminine energy. But attraction isn't just emotional, it's also powerfully energetic. This is where sexual polarity comes in. Think of it as the invisible, magnetic force between two complementary energies. It's the dynamic tension that makes a connection feel exciting, alive, and compelling. When a man embraces his masculine energy, qualities like direction, strength, and confidence, it naturally complements feminine energy, which is more about flow and expression. It's not about being aggressive, but about providing a stable, reassuring presence. He becomes the container in which she feels safe to flourish. This interplay is what creates that irresistible magnetic tension. Like the opposite poles of two magnets, they don't just attract, they pull at each other with an undeniable force. This polarity is the spark that ignites desire. For example, when a man is in a high-pressure situation and remains centered, holding strong eye contact and speaking with calm authority, a woman doesn't just see his competence, she his strength on a visceral level. His stability is a powerful, non-verbal signal of his masculine core, and it's incredibly attractive. It makes her feel that with him, she would be safe. So, let's bring it all together. True attraction isn't about chasing, performing, or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embodying the core qualities that naturally awaken her deepest emotions and ignite her feminine energy. This isn't a game of tactics. It's a journey of self-development. It's about cultivating an inner world so rich and compelling that your outer world begins to reflect it. When you focus on becoming a man of substance and quiet strength, attraction ceases to be something you pursue. Instead, it becomes a natural consequence of who you are. It's authenticity at its most powerful. Remember the pillars we've discussed. First impressions create the spark, setting the stage with a confident energy that says you're present and open. From there, emotions make it memorable. Logic doesn't build bonds, shared feeling does. It's the laughter that builds rapport and the vulnerability that creates trust. Confidence is the bedrock that triggers her respect. Not arrogance, but the calm self-assurance that makes her feel safe and allows her to relax in your presence. Mystery builds desire. By not revealing everything at once, you create intrigue, becoming a fascinating puzzle she wants to solve. Shared energy deepens the connection, creating a private bubble where conversation flows and you feel perfectly in sync. And finally, polarity creates that undeniable magnetic pull. It's the dance between your masculine direction and her feminine radiance, the force that makes attraction feel like destiny. These principles are interconnected aspects of a grounded masculine identity. Mastering them is a path to becoming not only more attractive, but a more centered and effective man in all areas of your life. The journey starts now. If this exploration has provided you with value, we invite you to become part of our community. Show your support by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Dark Love Psychology. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the psychology of connection. Share this with a friend who might also be on this journey. Your engagement helps us create more content to help you succeed. Thank you for investing your time with us until the very end. We'll see you in the next video.